Okay, so the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite here. Many of you jumped on the mini deals that were running on this bad boy right here. Did you make a mistake? Let's go ahead and talk about it. First things first, the short answer to that question is no, you did not make a mistake, because remember, I did push so many of you to go out there and buy this if you had been eyeing this guy here that was running for about $200. So if you did buy it during, the Black Friday or Cyber Monday or even prior to that, then you definitely made a great deal. Now that said, going back to the question, did you make a mistake? Well, if you were in the market for a productivity tablet, something that's going to power through all of your heavy tasks, then you definitely made a mistake going for the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, because as you may know by now, this is a mid-range tablet, actually kind of a mid-range / budget tablet, right? And it does very, very well with light level tasks and moderate tasks and some level of heavy work, some level. It's not a productivity tablet. Again, I keep saying it. But anyways, let's talk about what my experience has been like using this tablet here, and that's going to give you kind of a glimpse at what to expect from your tablet now that you have it, or if you still are in the market for one. I will have the link in the description. Make sure to hit up the link there to see what the current price is. Just as a heads up, Samsung typically keeps the holiday price going. It may fluctuate a little bit, maybe 10 bucks here or 20 bucks more and so forth, but just make sure that you hit the link so that you see what the price is at the moment you are watching this video, because the prices will remain low, right? Because it's still the holiday season. Christmas is not even here. So make sure to hit up the link if you still are in the market. Let's go back to the tablet itself. Like I mentioned, it's a mid-range tablet. It's not necessarily going to compete with your Tab S9 or Tab S9 Plus or Tab S8 even, but it certainly will help you accomplish a whole rack of things in your daily life. Now, in terms of user experience, what you should be expecting out of this tablet here is a user experience that is similar to that of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 FE that I have here. And I'm talking more at the core level, right? So beyond the performance and all that stuff, things are generally packaged to be about the same, right? So the UI is going to be similar. You're going to have the use of the stylus here, which again offers you almost the same user experience as what you will get from the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 FE, which is the new mid-range tablet. Of course, there'll be a few things that are negligible, like maybe the size. If anything, some people prefer this tablet because of the size. It does feel dense, but still, it's a light tablet. The display here is 10.4 inches. The resolution is 1200 by 2000. I try to pull away from specs nowadays because I know many of you would like to just know what my user experience has been like. If you are the type on the go, you're going to be using your tablet maybe on the bus, in the metro, all that good stuff, this is the perfect fit. Even for those of you who are students, this is still a very good tablet to use. And of course, it depends on what you're studying, what you're majoring in, and how heavily you will rely on a tablet. I know most students already have a laptop generally, right? Generally speaking, in the US, most students would have a laptop and then maybe have a tablet to kind of be an extension of whatever work they typically do on their laptop, but at a lighter level. Now, if you are also the type who stays home, maybe watching movies, you're looking for something that you can use. Maybe if you're in the kitchen following some recipes, something that allows for you to be able to do a lot of light work, even mid-level work without any hassle. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 is a very good tablet for that. Now, in terms of the actual power itself, it's a mid-range tablet. I call it mid-range / budget tablet simply because it can't keep up with, a flagship chipset, for example, right? So processing power here is not going to be able to keep up with the likes of the S9 or the S8, but still, you are able to do a good level of multitasking here without any issues. Again, if you go heavy, that's when you start encountering issues, but you could do good level of multitasking. You could play even heavy games here. Things like Call of Duty, PUBG, PUBG Mobile, Asphalt 9, and all that good stuff. You can play those games. Now, it all comes down, of course, to where you will need to set the settings in order to enjoy the game. Specifically in the case of PUBG Mobile, you are definitely going to have to play with those settings in order to enjoy the game. Things like Asphalt 9, you can simply download that and you'll be good to go. You could do some mild level of editing here, and I'm only bringing this up because people have been asking, right? Generally, I don't expect people to buy this as their editing machine. So to those of you who are into videos, video editing, photo editing, you could definitely do that here. Now, how efficient that is becomes the question, right? So how efficient is this tablet when it comes down to editing? Here again, it's going to be relative, right? Are we comparing this to an iPad Pro or, Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra, right? When you compare to those, obviously performance here is not going to be on par with those. But like I said, you could definitely do some mild level of editing, whether you're doing video editing or photo editing. And of course, rendering videos, it's not going to go at the same speed as what you would expect for the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9. Navigating the internet here, checking your emails, browsing through content and all that good stuff, you'll be just fine with it. Picture quality here is pretty good, despite the fact that it's a TFT display, and you don't have to worry about that if you're wondering what the TFT display is. Just know that the screen here, the display here, looks nice. Obviously, if you buy this and then you buy a Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 or S9 Plus, that comes with a dynamic AMOLED display, and you were to compare, something that has a super premium display to what you have here, you'll be able to see the difference immediately. But because most of you are just looking to pick up just this tablet and be done with it, you're not going to be trying to compare it with anything else, you will enjoy this display. No worries there. Battery life is also pretty good. I'm definitely seeing an entire day. I've had this one for about a year now, and I'm definitely seeing an entire day still with this tablet here. And by the way, keep in mind that I use this, and when I'm not using it, my daughter is the one using it. So the tablet itself does get used. Don't just think that it just sits here. It does get used constantly. And this little machine here does have a lot of other things, going for it. In case you picked up this guy, like I mentioned, it's definitely a great deal. And to those of you who are still in the market for it, I will have the link in the description. Like I mentioned, hit the link, go see what the price is during this holiday season. But anyway, so looking at the tablet, at least the physical features of the tablet here, we do have a standard USB Type-C port here. We have speakers tuned by AKG. The reason I put kind of an emphasis on that is just to let you know that the sound quality is good. It's actually very good. Whether you're gaming on here or playing games on here or watching a movie, you do have a headphone jack. I know many of you are still looking or are still hoping to be able to buy a tablet that comes with a headphone jack. This one does have a headphone jack. You have a USB Type-C port, as I mentioned. That is a standardized port there. Now, before we go ahead and finish the video, let's just quickly highlight the S Pen. This is the Samsung S Pen, in case you are not familiar. It does come included with the tablet here, and it works extremely well. User experience, fantastic user experience. If you've been watching the channel for a while, then you probably know where I stand when it comes down to styluses, right? I prefer styluses made by Samsung, and that's because the user experience here is so nice. The tip there, because it's rubber, when you take down notes, it feels very soft to the touch. It feels as if you actually are writing on actual paper. On top of that, you do have access to all of the Samsung features, drag and drop, taking screenshots with it, signing documents, all of that good stuff. You will have access to it. As I said earlier, it's definitely not a big mistake. In fact, if you already own a Samsung Galaxy, or let's just say a flagship tablet, whether we're talking iPad Pro or Tab S9, and you went to pick up this guy here as a secondary tablet, still a good deal, especially at the current prices, the prices that we see running during the holiday. You will definitely enjoy your tablet here, and I'm certainly hoping that you do. And if you do enjoy it, make sure that you hit the comment section. Let us know how you are liking your tablet, what you are doing with your tablet, and any questions that may come up. Make sure to share those questions in the comment section. I'm hoping to be able to catch you in the comment section. Of course, make sure to share this video if you know anyone who'll be interested. Make sure, of course, to like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I will not only catch you in the comment section, but I'm also going to catch you in the next video. Up until that next video, of course, as always, stay safe out there.